Long ago, when gods no longer walked among men, the sons of Ragnar raised...
Bjorn Ironside stood at the bow, his breath turning to mist, a warrior bound by destiny and vengeance.
Behind him, Ivar the Boneless planned in silence, his mind sharper than any blade.
Fitzurk and Ube forged unity among rival clans. The sons of Ragnar no longer scattered.
From the frozen fjords of Kattegat, the great heathen army set sail, an unstoppable tide of vengeance and glory.
Through storms and endless waves, the great heathen army crossed the northern seas. When the storm broke, land rose before them. The shores of Northumbria, where vengeance awaited.
Bjorn led the first landing, his boots crushing the wet sand of foreign soil. The sons of the north had arrived. Ivar's mind sharpened with every breath. His strategy, a storm of iron and deception. As night fell,
Before dawn, Bjorn gathered his brothers. The air was cold, but their resolve burned hotter than any flame.
Freya, the shield maiden, blessed their weapons with ancient rites, steel and spirit bound as one.
As dawn broke, the great heathen army formed ranks, shields raised, hearts steady. Across the field, the Saxon forces gathered, proud and defiant, unaware of the storm that awaited them.
Ivar's voice cut through the wind, his command precise, ruthless, born of cold genius. The horns of war thundered fen, and the sons of Ragnar surged forward like a tidal wave of iron.
The earth shook as shield met shield. The clash of faith and fury echoed through the north.
Bjorn roared like a bear, striking with the fury of the North coats, his axe a blur of power and precision.
From his chariot, Ivar commanded the chaos, turning disorder into deadly design.
Fitzurk led the flanking force, silent as wolves, swift as shadows. Under Ivar's command, the flanks closed in gain. The Saxons found themselves trapped within the jaws of the north.
The Saxon commander shouted orders nay, but fear had already taken root in his men's hearts. Bjorn saw the moment. Like thunder unleashed, he led the final charge.
Iron met iron, shields shattered, but no man yielded. It was not battle, but destiny taking shape.
From his chariot, Ivar smiled. The trap was complete. The Saxons fell in...
Smoke rose from the fields of Northumbria. The first victory of the great heathen army marked the beginning of vengeance fulfilled.
Bjorn raised his father's banner high. The raven of Ragnar flew again over conquered land.
as night fell, the brothers gathered around the fire, their victory heavy with the memory of Ragnar.
Freya, guardian of the fallen, offered thanks to the gods' weight for victory and for those who would never return.
When dawn returned, the great heathen army moved once more, their ships sailing inland through England's frozen rivers.
Bjorn's scouts rode ahead, seeking land to build a new stronghold, Heathen, a fortress for the army of the north.
With axes and sweat, they carved their mark upon the land. Timber by timber, a new stronghold rose for the sons of Ragnar.
As dusk settled, Ivar met the chieftains of nearby clans, the Northmen uniting under one cause, one vengeance.
Together they swore an oath to conquer the land that took their father, and to forge an empire of the north.
At dawn, the great heathen army advanced once more, their banners cutting through the mist as they marched toward the Saxon heartlands.
Ahead lay a Saxon village, small, fortified, and unprepared for the storm about to fall upon it.
Bjorn gave the signal, shields up, weapons ready. The Vikings would strike like lightning from the mist. The Saxons scrambled to defend their homes, But the fury of the North was already at their doors.
Ivar's mind was calm amidst the chaos. Afoot, every fire, every shout, exactly as he planned. Ube led the builders, axes and ropes in hand. They began to shape the North's will into wood and iron.
Bjorn inspected their progress, every plank a testament to Viking resolve, every rope a link in Destiny's chain. As the sun set, the great heathen army crossed the river, an unstoppable tide flowing toward the heart of England.
Beyond the river lay the kingdoms of Wessex, and the sons of Ragnar vowed that no crown would stand unchallenged.
The great heathen army moved like ghosts through the valleys, unseen, unheard, their axes ready for dawn. In the flicker of torchlight, Ivar marked their position, his mind weaving the threads of war like a craftsman of fate. When his signal came, the night erupted, horns, drums, and the thunder of 1,000 boots upon the earth. As dawn broke over the smouldering field, Ivar's banner stood tall, Egg. Wessex, but victory never sleeps. Word of the North's fury reached the halls of Wessex, where kings now whispered of vengeance. In the Northmen's camp, Bjorn and Ivar stood divided. One fought with honor, the other with cunning.
Odin's seer spoke from the shadows, his voice like wind over graves, warning that pride would be their doom. Ignoring prophecy, Ivar ordered defenses built, wood, iron, and fear woven into a fortress of vengeance.
By dusk, walls rose high and torches burned bright. The great heathen army had carved a kingdom from the soil of its enemies. Before dawn, scouts returned. Wessex marched north with fire and steel, their banners bright against the pale horizon.
Bjorn called his brother's day. Within the wooden walls, plans were drawn, and the fate of the North once again took shape.
Inside the fortress, Ivar waited firm, calm as the frost, his mind sharper than the blades arrayed before him.
Bjorn stood atop the walls, the wind roaring around him. His voice rose like thunder, calling his warriors to stand firm.
The first arrows darkened the sky. Wessex began its assault, a storm of steel against the walls of the North.
Battering rams thundered against the gates, the earth shook, but the hearts of the North stood unbroken.
From his tower, Ivar watched, unmoved. To him, every strike was a note in the song of their downfall.
Through the mist, Vitzurk led the hidden warriors. They struck the Saxon siege from behind, like wolves tearing through fear. Bjorn seized the moment. Opening the gates, he charged forth like thunder, his roar shaking both earth and men alike.
By dusk, the valley fell silent.
That night, the sons of Ragnar gathered once more mine, firelight dancing in their eyes, destiny etched in flame.
This is only the beginning. England will kneel before the sons of Ragnar. Thus the saga continues, as blood and glory carve the fate of the North.